Thinks I'm stupid. He's not live yet.
Penis.
You gotta wait as you starts talking.
Penis.
His own.
Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know?
Penis.
Penis.
Penis. Crocodile dong day.
No problem. Penis.
Penis.
I want to tame this wolf. That's what I want to do.
I think we should get it over with. Yep.
If we go to the city with a wolf, what will happen to us?
They probably won't
Jeez.
let us in.
Yeah, that's.
I can explain. If it doesn't attack, surely they'll be okay with it.
Not really.
It's a wolf.
Animal.
I mean, if I walked in with my Drake, what would that?
Yeah,
What would
that's
happen
tamed,
there?
that's different.
But if I tame the wolf, then they'll be okay with it because it'll be my pet. Either way, it's my pet
But you got to tame
right
it first.
now. Well,
It's not really a pet. It's just one that doesn't mind you at the moment.
We don't know what the rules of the city are. There might be no animals whatsoever. Well, for what we know,
Toby's not dead.
orcs may not be allowed in there. I may have to wait outside.
Good, filthy orc.
Wow.
Much.
Okay, jeez.
Oh, I got
That's it, Michael. I'm preparing to attack the wolf.
Hey, just a little light racism, just a joke. Calm down.
Yeah. What, for hit, yeah? $15.
That 14.
Wasn't the wolf under a spell? Wasn't it under a spell of befriend the animal? So it
and
would
then once
get out of the...
So I'm rolling for damage?
Yes. Roll for damage.
I'll make sure. Just give me a second.
10.
I
10.
think it had 35 health, didn't it?
It does. It actually still had full health. So that means Direwolf took 10 points of damage.
Is no longer under
What
the
happens
spell.
to the spell? Does the spell,
The spell dissolves as the wolf just now got
So-
hit by the sword of
It's now hostile.
It is now hostile, as it is just now come out of its charmed phase. It now grunts in anger and ferocity at you all. You were right close to it, Marcus.
Can I do my speak to animals?
I would say you would have witnessed it. Yeah. All right. Yep.
My animal friendship or speak with animals? Hang on.
Just slap the wolf and like, are you alright?
Yeah, I'll do speak with animal.
Okay. Speak with animals. Right. And
Yeah,
what are you
yeah.
specifically saying to this now hostile wolf?
So, dude.
It's alright, man. No. I was just gonna say, I mean it no harm, and if it wants, I will be its owner. I'll steal it off. I will look after it and find it some food if it wants to work with me.
I'm bringing my dice out for this. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so you need to roll. Shit. Would it be under animal handling or would it be persuasion?
I'll steal it off Marcus.
I think if they understand each other, it's more of a persuasion.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check for me, my dude.
15.
At this moment, it is currently not attacking. Focused on you, Blazor. It rolled a 10.
I'm preparing to attack again.
No. Don't attack it. Because I want to take it now. Come on.
I've already made my mind up. If you actually name this fucker, I'm killing it.
Why?
Because
Get
fuck
up
you,
first.
that's why.
I'm the one who attacked it. I didn't attack it.
I don't give a shit, but you're stealing it right from underneath my feet. I'll kill you all.
Yeah.
Am I rolling for hit, mate?
But if I could befriend it, then I could give it back to you. Or
Well,
shows.
I would say
Over the
you were
show.
trying to take a swing, but Blazor and Marcus are both screaming over the wolf as they're trying to like have a girl on girl voice fight each other. It's
So
like,
you're
no,
not
you,
gonna let
no,
me attack
you.
again?
You are preparing for attack, so you are about to attack. Are you, Blazor and Marcus, allowing this attack?
I want to do animal friendship, but I'm not going to be allowed to because he's going to kill it before I get a chance to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down, and if something happens with the wolf, I'm going to kill the wolf. If
Michael, you're muted on stream.
That's alright, I've cleared myself now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's alright, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so, okay. Urfor, roll to hit, please.
Oh, shit. A 9.
Ooh.
It misses.
You're getting lucky.
It misses, so Blazor, you have more. You two have one more round. I will need both of you to roll, just roll straight d20 to see who goes first. Because you're both in contest with this wolf. Marcus and Blazor.
Oh, I got 1. Marcus go first. These have got the 1 out.
Hold on, if Marcus rolls a 1 as well, hold on. No way! No fucking way! No fucking way! Hold on, I gotta print screen this shit!
It's a re-roll, it?
Yeah, hold on, I gotta print screen this shit! How the fuck?
What the fucking chances?
They both rolled a run!
Well, mine was alright because I rolled it first. Marcus's is poor because he rolled after. He did anything but a 1.
Oh my god, I'm print screening that shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, Blazor. 13. Marcus.
Unlucky for some.
A 2.
That is Nick's.
Fuck off!
They tied again! They tied again!
What the
roll
actual
again.
fuck is going on?
Okay, alright. I would say one.
Just stalemate.
Blazor,
If
Marcus.
we do it again.
Go on.
Ah, no!
Oh.
Alright, he goes first.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh my
Twice in a row.
fucking god!
Twice in a row.
Oh my
Fucking
god!
chances of that.
I told you to wait for a 1 and it happened. What the fuck? Alright, so after like playing boulder paper shears to see who goes first, Marcus finally wins. Marcus, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna try and fucking tame this animal. Steal it underneath Blazer before he fucking takes
Well, you're
it
not
from me.
stealing it, Robbie. You're regaining it.
Uh,
oh, he's trying to steal it.
Well, you can't use animal friendship because that spell is now dispelled for the next 24 hours.
I have an idea. Why don't we have a rope? Why don't we put like a collar around a wolf?
What, and have just a raging wolf just following us, trying to bite us?
Yeah.
We're holding the
Raging
rope.
right now, but you know, just
Putting a collar
could
on
talk,
a now
I
calm
suppose.
animal isn't a way to keep it calm.
No.
well, if it starts arguing with us, we just tighten the collar.
Then that's just
kill it.
animal abuse.
I call it not a Geneva Convention, but a Geneva suggestion. Okay, we
Okay.
can do this.
Okay, hold on.
Animal
Ethel
abuse.
wants to
Can
say
I
something.
use the spell command on the wolf?
Yes, you can use a spell of command on the wolf.
Yeah. Okay. The wolf needs to do a wisdom roll.
Well, you can't do it yet, because we've got 2 turns, haven't we? Marcus is doing his turn, and then I'm doing mine.
Oh yeah. Well,
You can't just skip ahead. He literally just tried to attack it, now he's skipping ahead. You said we have 1 more round.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
Oh, make the rules up as you go, Michael. I see how it is.
Okay. Right. So actually, you're actually holding command. You can hold a spell and use it at the time. So that is what you want to do after Blazer's turn.
Torn.
Torbjorn. Sorry. So Marcus, you're next. You wanted to do what?
I was trying to tame it. I also have speak with animals, considering I cannot use animal friendship now.
Mm-hmm.
So I shall try and speak to the wolf and see if I can get his friendship.
Okay. What are you going to say to the wolf?
I mean you no harm. I never meant you any harm. I only wish to make friends.
No, it's a persuasion check, that.
It's a persuasion check. That is persuasion.
I got a +5, so we can. Hey, 19 + 5, 24.
Fucking hell.
The wolf
What a
is
bit of a
listening, but the wolf is noticing that there is a hostile half-orc staring at him from behind its
I
back.
rolled like a 12 and I got the same answer. Anyway.
Jesus.
Is it my go now?
So yes, it's your go.
Fuck it, I'll use animal friendship.
You do realize you're gonna use up your spells, right?
Meh, we can just sleep.
Okay. Yeah. Animal friendship. What's the DC save? DC 10 wisdom.
11.
DC save 11. It
Yeah.
rolled. What's the DC modifier for the wolf?
0.
That is correct. Yeah,
But it's,
17.
Is it just a normal wolf? It's a
Direwolf.
What did you need the
the bad wolf.
why do you need a modifier for your penis? You got
No.
17, I got 11.
Yeah,
It could be minus, couldn't it?
yeah, that's what I was saying. The modifiers can also deduct, and I was like, "What's the wisdom modifier for the wolf?" And it would. It's still, even if it's a 3, it wouldn't have lost to that DC save. So
That's all called bullshit anyway. But
I rolled it. I'll take a picture of this bitch. I'll take a picture of this bitch. If you want to be a whiny little pussy
I'm
bitch.
joking.
I'm taking a picture now, bitch.
I'm laughing. Why are you taking a picture for? Do you not believe it?
Right, so
Isn't he?
what?
Don't believe anyone, this boy.
Well, apparently someone told me my dice rolls last session weren't on D&D, so I'm not using D&D for the dice rolls because it's not registering it.
Huh?
Well, they aren't showing in the game log, but they are showing in the game log for you. There might be a setting we need to look for, but
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Michael, sort that out.
Ah, shut up, bitch. Anyway, okay, so with a 17, it beats your spell, so you're not friends, but you can still communicate. But since that's your action, for now, command spell.
Yeah, I've cast it. You've got to roll a wisdom thing of 12 or higher.
6.
6. All right. I command the wolf to flee.
Oh.
I fucking knew you were gonna do that.
Okay.
I fucking
really wanted to hug a wolf.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I just want to clarify the specifics of the spell before we continue, so we don't fuck this up, and I can finally get rid of this fucking thing.
I got emotionally attached to this wolf.
Gone now.
Some typical command.
Why? He didn't do anything wrong.
Approach.
Didn't
Drop.
right.
The target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available
Maybe.
means. Okay, so it flees 100 feet away from you.
I'm gonna run after it. No, I'm joking.
It's like as soon as it hears the command, it's like brain. It seems to go blank. Its face starts to draw a little bit as it now seems to be under another spell, and it just like went, zooms off 100 feet in a random direction, probably back to the where it came. So, after this little bit of a dramatic encounter, you are now wolfless. What are you doing now?
I point in the direction we need to go and go, shall we? And start walking.
Also, for the people in the chat, I love you.
But you don't love us?
I love you more, guys. Jesus.
Wow, so you love us more than everyone in your chat? Fucking hell.
You love us more, but not enough to tell us.
Okay, anyway,
Yeah,
so...
we had to ask you. It doesn't work. No affection there if you have to ask someone.
I want a divorce.
Okay, alright. Anyway, so as you all now following this open path, heading down this old country roads.
West Virginia.
It is about 3-4 o'clock in the...
Big deal.
Alright, no, because copyright strike, easy. Alright, Alright, so it's about 4-5 o'clock in the afternoon now. The sun is starting to descend, and you are in an open path, continuing down. At this point, you just see open fields, some buildings far distant, possibly might be some farmhouses, some cottages in the far distance. You approach this little split in the road, and this split in the road, there's one going left and there's one going right, and in the middle of this split in the road, Hudster, thank you for the 100 bits. With this split in the road, there is a flag post, and this flag post specifically says, in Standard Common, the one aiming to the right, is saying ZEKROZ, 1 half-day travel, and the one going left is the Karaskorn Mines, 2 days travel. And as you...
Sorry, I've got short-term memory loss.
Okay, that's a thing now.
I'm joking.
Okay, thank God, because I was a little bit annoyed. Anyway, so yeah, so you got one... I was gonna get a bit mad. Anyway, as you start... As you finish looking at... Thank you. As you finish looking at the flag post and start looking back in the direction where you all need to go, after a bit of reassurance you are on the right course, you see a small travelling group with a horse-drawn carriage starts to approach you in the opposite direction, coming away from ZEKROZ. What do you do?
Well, I want to get to the city. That's my goal. We do it.
You just want the fucking pub.
Hey, I have alcohol.
You're alcoholic.
That's not all
What
I
if
want.
they have more alcohol?
Then I
Maybe
can
they're
get
traders.
alcohol. But that's what I was looking for. I was looking for traders.
Yeah, and there may be one now going past us, and you want to ignore it?
Yep.
Cool. Fuck them.
I want to ask how are the things in ZEKROZ? We'll come up to them and ask.
Okay. Alright,
You're
so...
not even going to say hello first.
Ado, can you tell us about what are the goings on in the city?
As you try to establish communication, you notice that the carriage is at a pace with the rest of the group surrounding it. They don't seem to stop. They seem to continue on further.
They just ignore me. Did they ignore me?
At this moment, they're still coming at your direction, and they are starting to now shout out, "Move! Move out of the way!"
Well, no, I don't want to. I'm going to stand right in front.
I jump over to player spot, and I'm gonna ask them, "What's going on? Is there something wrong with your cart?"
Okay.
Talk to us, please.
As you all seem to try and gain attention, they do not seem to care, and they have seemed to continue walking past you, giving you pretty much the biggest of cold shoulders, just ignoring you, as they seem to start tearing to the left, which is their right, your left, for directional standard, thank you. So they seem to start to peer off, following the other road, heading towards the mines. And
Are they moving away from us now?
Yeah, because you were at the crossroads, and they were coming in the opposite direction. Now they're going that way towards the mines.
I think I'd like to meet Jeremy.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What if we get their attention by shooting them?
Jeremy's wanted a new friend.
That's
He
get
also
my
wanted-
attention.
I want to summon Jeremy.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't summoned Jeremy at all today. Yeah, go ahead. All right. So as you close your eyes and reimagine the image of Jeremy, as you then summon it into an open space in front of you, you've now got a scorpion-like cannon that you call Jeremy at your disposal. What is its ammunition?
It's the Force Ballista.
Force Ballista. Okay there. Right, what are you going to do?
I wanna. It's a card, yes?
There is a cart. There are people around it. And there are people behind it and in front of it, as it seems like it is escort.
I wanna.
Nix, can you talk to Toby?
Yes, I can.
Could we fire him into
No.
the carriage?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
does a recon mission, come back and tell us what they've got?
No.
Yes.
To me, it sounds like a perfect idea.
It sounds.
You knew it was going to happen at some point. We might as well get it out of the way.
We're not trying to kill him.
The downside is if you
We're
roll
just
a
saying
1,
they
it's
want a
flat on the
recon.
side.
Can't we like wrap him in a cushion or something?
No.
So he's safe.
I can shield him. I have shield spells, so he doesn't get damaged.
Is it bad that I want to see it splat on the side of the cat?
Well, maybe if you say it out loud, yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you about it, I did say it out loud.
Oh, God.
Now we're definitely not having a Toby cannonball. God.
You're
You're right.
What if we get Tesla to get to them? What if Jeremy climbs on top of Tesla and they? It's like it's a
Like a
tank,
powering
but a really fast one. Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you want, I can summon Tesla.
Sure. Let's do it. We can put Toby inside Jeremy. Jeremy on top of Tesla to get them.
Toby isn't going near this cannon.
As you all are in the midst of a discussion, the carriage seems to be getting away from your distance very quickly.
I want to shoot at the carriage's
Climbing up the
wheels.
tree.
Fire Toby.
I know.
I
Oh,
want to fire into the wheels. I want to get them to stop. They ignored us. They ignored me.
Really going to attack us.
okay.
after that.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to see how this is going to work. You want to do a spot fire. You want to do a precision shot. You will need to roll a straight D20 for it to even get remotely where it needs to be. And the DC will be high because it's a precision shot using a cannon against a group with a carriage in the middle.
As long as I shoot them and hit something there, it's bound to get their attention.
I
I'm,
want to.
generally aiming for the thing.
I'm actually intrigued how this is gonna roll out. Roll to hit. Roll a D20 for me.
Hit? Okay.
No, yeah.
Thunk. 16 plus 3 of my intelligence, so 19.
19. Okay. The blast just gets in between one of the groups behind the carriage, and it seems to make an explosion into the ground. So it's not creating a mass impact, but it did cause an impact into the ground, and it has noticed. The people behind the carriage and on the carriage itself have looked behind you, and the horses have started to startle with that massive explosion. I'm gonna roll if this actually does work. The horses flee. The carriage seems to have finally accelerated, knocked a few people off the carriage. As you see it running off, they all run after it, and some people just look back to you. You fuckers! You motherfuckers! And they just walk.
You
And
have ignored us.
screw you! And then they just run off.
You.
Screw you too!
Screw you twice.
From a tree branch. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
You should have fired Toby.
Fuck you.
I feel like now looking at how this all folded out, I feel like if we fired Toby, he would have gotten stuck on the carriage and we've never seen him again.
We don't know that until we have tried it, but we didn't because someone doesn't like this group.
Oh.
Toby only likes me. He doesn't like guys.
I do believe he likes Tesla.
I'm a female.
Yeah, he doesn't like you either.
Oh, how rude.
Not his mommy.
And I'm just fabulous.
Sounds like Toby wants to fight me.
Them's fighting words.
Oh my god.
You haven't earned his trust yet, so he doesn't like you.
Alright, as this adrenaline rush little event has just occurred, you all still arguing a tiny bit and bickering against each other, trying to decide what could have been a better course of action. As the sunlight finally leaves the horizon, it is getting to the night. It's getting to nighttime. You are still in the middle of this crossroad junction. What would you like to do?
Get to the city and go to sleep. Because I am still hurting after being bitten by a dog that then got made to run away.
It's a real shame that it ran away.
I am going to shoot you in the head when you're asleep.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Fantastic.
Let's not kill each other so early. We're almost at the city.
I thought that was the point of us travelling together to kill each other, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, that's why I said asleep, so we can get to the city, find some place to stay, and then I can kill him.
Him? Kill him? Who you talking
Yeah.
Homicide is so romantic.
You know what I meant. I got mixed up.
I say we all continue to the city. We need to get there in time before this letter of ours just dissociates.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so let's continue.
Yeah, let's get a move on.
Thank fuck you're with us.
Okay. Alright, so how far along in the night do you want to continue traveling before you stop?
Well, endlessly until we get to the city.
Yeah, just keep going.
And you want to take a point of exhaustion.
Take the hobbits to Isengard.
You do realise I did actually say on the post how far it was.
1.5 days of travel.
Yeah, easy.
You want to succumb to 2 points of exhaustion to get to the capital city.
Well, you've already told us there's no encounters, so we'll just go to sleep when we get there.
Well, who knows?
Maybe I could have said it as a surprise, like Duke, yeah, there is, or there
Well,
isn't.
how far can we go then before we get exhausted?
It will be. Let's see. If you try and continue walking into the morning, you will get a point of exhaustion.
Fuck it, should we just sleep
Well, if
here?
we sleep, yeah, sleep here and then. Well,
Can we
walk
find a
to,
better
like-
place though?
I mean, Nyx is up in the tree, she seems pretty comfy. I can sleep anywhere.
same. I'm a wood elf, so I can sleep anywhere. Forest is my
I've got
natural
alcohol,
habitat.
so I can sleep anywhere. Just get absolutely pissed. Sorted.
I'm used to
I think I have a bedroll in my inventory, so I'm fine anyway.
people.
Yeah, I do. And a blanket, look at me.
Next just
I
pulls
don't
out
know.
just pulls out a
So
massive
do-
futon.
Can I do a stealth check to steal this blanket?
It won't be
you
stealth
find-
check. It will be sleight of hand.
Yeah, but what about if I do it stealthily? Can I do a stealth check?
Um,
I've got a +4 on stealth.
You will have to get into the enemy's, the target's
The enemies.
The
All the enemies now, are we?
well, according to what you're saying, the target's area. All right, you will have to roll a stealth check, then a sleight of hand check.
No, we'll just do the slide.
yourself-
No, you gotta do.
You talked yourself into it.
No, I didn't. I didn't say anything.
Go roll.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling a stealth, and then you're rolling a sleight of hand check.
Well, that's an 18.
I want to imagine how he's stealing an entire futon.
No, just a blanket.
There's a blanket. I made a joke about the futon.
Wait, Jason, where have you got all these magic items from?
What magic items?
In your inventory?
Oops.
Just for clarification for people watching this live and on YouTube, this is a thing I've already had a discussion with Blazer about the stuff. Don't worry about it. That was a mistake on both our parts.
Can I add a bunch of really strong shit to my character then?
No,
I want 2,000
guys,
gold and a
we're
million
not
gold
having
for
this
me.
discussion live. We're not having discussion live. Okay, all right, we're not having.
Cry, baby.
Don't worry. I've already sorted it out with Blazer. I've already sorted it out. So, not worry. Sleight of hand check, please, Blazer.
To be honest, I can't actually use any of the stuff yet because I have to enchant it. But anyway. 15.
Alright, Urfa, what's your passive perception? And then roll a perception check for me, please.
How do I see my passive?
It should
Oh,
be...
it's there,
On the
11.
left.
What was it?
11,
11.
and I got 3.
Okay, okay. So, Urfa, for character perspective, you have no blanket. Blazer has managed to swipe it under your acknowledgement from your own personal bag, and he's now walking away with your blanket.
Well, he wouldn't know until he sees me with it.
Yeah, but
Because he didn't see me, did he?
no, he didn't.
Technically, he just thinks it's disappeared.
Yeah. So, Urful, as you try and get through picking out your bedroll, and then you try and find your blanket, you seem to think, where the fuck is my blanket gone?
While this is all unfolding, I've already just chugged a bottle of mead and passed out on the floor, so just
Has
saying.
Jason got my stuff out?
You don't know who's got it. As a character, you do not know who's got it.
Can I go up to the tree and try and climb it?
Wait a
With
second. Has anyone got
being
a
done.
bedroll out right now?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. You had a bedroll?
Someone's stolen something from me, and if I don't get it back, I'm gonna try to kill everyone.
It wasn't me. I didn't go down.
Okay,
Can
as
I try and intimidate everyone to give it back?
okay, all right. Hold that for a second. Cray, you want? No.
We're not going past it.
No. Hold on. Just hold on. I'm gonna add something spicy. Cray, roll a strength check to climb that tree.
Oh no, not a strength check. 13.
4, roll intimidation check.
Do I fall off a tree because of it?
18.
As she screams out, she's saying she wants her blanket. Cray, you fall off the tree. Nix, as soon as you tried to get off the tree, you fell off the tree. Marcus, you wake up from being unconscious. Blazer, you're about to be scared out of your wits' end. What you guys are doing?
I'm climbing the tree again.
Oh, why would you scream like that? He scared me, I fell off.
Someone has stolen something from me, and if I don't get it back, you're all dead.
How do you know someone's stolen it and you haven't just misplaced it?
I don't have a bedroll. I don't have whatever it is you're missing.
Huh?
I was up in the tree at the time, and you just yelled at me, so I fell.
By the way, I'm gonna hide the blanket behind a tree. That's behind Earthfall. And then sneak back round to the front.
Okay, good to know.
Can I do like a perception check to see if I catch him?
No, because you didn't catch me steal it. That was
Yeah,
in
but
the
now you've
process
done
of
an
me walking
extra
back.
I would have said you held it, you had it concealed behind your back, and then you've just now. You will need to roll a. This one will be. Oh, this is one's going to be tough. You're going to have to roll a very high stealth check for this to work.
Who?
You.
Hey.
Yes, because you've declared your action after a series of other actions has been taken, so...
Yeah, I know. I should have done it beforehand.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking, and that's poor. That's a 9.
Full roll a perception check.
5.
15.
It literally landed on 18 and rolled again.
Okay. Right.
Can I climb back up the tree?
Uh,
Or jump?
Let me try to do that too.
I just want to get out of this situation and get some sleep.
Okay. Yeah. Roll. Roll a athletics. Cray, you can roll an athletics.
We're just two idiots trying to conquer.
At this moment in time, as at the moment, Cray, what's yours?
Remember, I don't have any.
Oh, let me roll it.
Athletics
So
check to get up on the
athletics-
tree.
Athletics. Oh no.
Acrobatics is my.
8.
As Earthor and Blazer are arguing against each other, Marcus has passed out. Both you, Earthor and Blazer, see in your perceptive view Cray and Nyx trying to grope onto the same tree, sliding up and down, seem to fail climbing up the
Nyx,
tree.
I have an idea. Let me help you up. Like boost you up.
Okay.
Michael, who's
There you go.
standing the closest to me right now?
She hasn't seen me, has she?
She didn't see you do the action, but if you were continuing making the contact with her, then
What contact?
well,
No, I've now walked out after I hit it without her seeing me. I'm now just standing like in the open.
D&D logic, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to translate it. Okay, so technically it's the knocked out Marcus, but it's passed out unconscious on the floor.
Well, it's obviously not Marcus if he's asleep on the floor, so who's the next closest?
Cray and Nyx, because Blaze rolled a stealth check and he's now in the shadows.
Alright, I'm rolling to attack them, but Cray. I'm rolling to attack Cray.
Why
Roll-
are you rolling to attack him? You don't know anything about
Something's
Blanket,
been stolen and I want it back.
but you don't know it's been stolen. Yeah,
What, saying-
It's been stolen.
Yeah, before
It's
you stole
disappeared.
it, I said I had a blanket and then I was going to take it out. I'm going to obviously know it's not there.
But it was gone before you went to go in there, so you knew it wasn't
Yeah,
in
but
there.
I
But you
knew
don't know
I
when
had
it went.
it.
But
I
you
said,
don't know
oh,
when
look,
it went.
I have a bedroll in my inventory. So I know I have it.
Boost Nyx up.
So can I roll to attack?
Okay, I would say Nyx, roll a strength check with advantage as Earthor is approaching Cray and Nyx with a bloody sinister intent, holding a sword up, ready to take an attack at Cray. Fails! Join. So, Earthor roll to hit, and this will be a sneak attack. Oh no, you don't get sneak attack, so...
7.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, thank God.
Sneak attack is my thing, dude.
7. Cray?
My AC is 12.
Okay.
Doesn't hit.
Earthor, with some rage-induced attack, you seem to miss Cray as Cray is piggybacking Nyx, trying to get her up to a higher position on the tree, and you just feel a gust of wind just hit the back of your hair. It was like, ooh.
Can I throw a rock while I'm in stealth to where the blanket is to alert Airfall to that area?
Earthall's got his Earthall's body is facing behind you, and she's now facing Cray and Nyx. So you can throw a stone, but I don't think no one's going to pay attention. You can do if you wish.
Well, it would if there's a loud bang. Like if it's hitting the tree.
Wait, so
I just wonder what it is.
Cray, how tall are you?
6 foot.
Something around that. Wait, let me see. Height. Oh, I have it in centimeters, but it's
It is about
200 at least.
so yeah, 6 foot, roughly 6 foot. Nix, you're about 3 foot, so 9 foot. The trunk is about 10 feet plus.
Can I just do an acrobatics and jump up?
Yeah, go ahead, roll an acrobatics. Blazel. Yeah.
Alright, can I throw a rock at the tree so it makes a loud noise?
That's a 22.
And then I step out and shout, "What's that over there?" To get everyone's attention over there.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm out.
All right. So you're up. You're up on the trunk. Cray, you just now see Earth fall after taking a swing at you. Just seeing her in a little bit of an exhausted but angry position. Blazel, you then throw a rock. I'll just say, yeah, you threw a rock at this tree, and your shadow goes there. You've drawn the attention of everybody apart from Marcus, who is passed out cold. What do you three, Marcus, Cray, and Nix do? Sorry, not Marcus. Cray, Nix, and Earthfall.
I would like to sleep.
Alright, you sleep, sorry.
I try and I look at Nick like, can you help me up? Like, pull me up?
I can
Save me.
certainly try, but I don't think I'll be much help.
Okay, so that's you two. Earthfall, what are you
Get away
doing?
from her.
I asked Cray, was it you?
No, of course it wasn't. Why would I ever take your blanket?
Can I check your equipment?
What? You don't believe me?
I don't believe anyone.
No.
I start listing
Wow.
up what's in my. I start telling her. Sorry, excuse my. Telling her what's in my equipment. I have arrows. I have my backpacks. I have my ball bearings. I have a bell, a book, a candle, some clothes, a crowbar, a disguise kit, a hammer, the jug we found, a hooded lantern, my armor, which is currently on me. I have an oil flask, a piton, my rapier, my rations, my rope, the sealed box, my bow, the scroll I found.
Do we actually need to know everything that you had in your bag?
Jesus.
My tools, my tinderbox, my water skin, and the pouches of rocks and jewels I've acquired.
So I got short-term memory loss. Can you tell me?
Can you lower down the rope so I can get up? I'm scared.
I tied the rope to the branch.
Here. I climb the tree with a rope, like picking it up after myself.
Oh,
I'm scared.
okay. At this point, Earthfall, with what
I
you
turned to look at Blazer to see what he's doing.
I'm looking over the tree where there was a noise and like gesturing, like, "What's that over there?" As I've drawn my bow out because I've sensed there might be something there that's dangerous. Aiming my bow at the tree, obviously.
So, with the way Cray and Nix has reacted, I'm pretty confident it's not them, so I'm going to attack Jason.
How can you just assume it's me?
Okay, alright.
Well, it can't be Marcus because he's been asleep on the floor. I don't think it's Nix because she just told me everything in her inventory, and I don't think Cray.
But you haven't even asked me what's in my
He
inventory.
stole something. So the last.
She only told you, she didn't show you.
But Marcus could have stole it before he went to sleep, and also you haven't asked me what's in my inventory.
Oh yeah, but it's not like I could do anything to stop him checking my inventory.
In his turn?
But he hasn't checked it, he's just assuming.
I want to build a hammock out of my cape.
Okay, right. We'll get to your hammock in a sec. Alright, okay.
I found a bird's nest, so I'm gonna sleep in there. Bed.
Okay. Okay. You found a bird's nest? Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
An empty one, of course.
But you have no reason to suspect me anyway, because of previous times when I prayed when you told me to.
I just told you
If
why.
anything, you should have trust. Yeah, but it wouldn't make sense in the grand scheme of things.
From my character's point of view, it doesn't, and she's really mad at the minute.
But from your character's point of view, it wouldn't make sense.
Why not?
Because A, you never knew that someone actually stole it. You've just gone in your bag and it's not there.
I've told, I told you that I looked in my inventory, saw it was there, and then you stolen it.
No, you just
So I
said
knew
I have
I
that
had
in my
it.
inventory, but you didn't say it as your character said it.
Alright, fuck it.
You didn't say
forget
my
it.
character pulls it out. You can attack me if you want, I don't care.
I'm not going to sleep, I'm just walking towards the city.
Okay. Alright.
Do what you want, I'm just saying in my mind it wouldn't make sense.
Alright, so you're picking up your bedroll. And you are making off into the darkness. Following
How
down.
can I pick up my bedroll if I don't have one?
No,
You
he.
do have a bedroll, you don't have a blanket.
Mm-hmm. You said you picked
Did
out.
we notice the bedroll from the top of the tree?
All right, okay. I'll figure a bit. I'll
The
figure.
blanket or the bedroll? What were you talking about?
Yes, we're getting a bit confused. Right, Urthel took out the bedroll first, then tried to find the blanket. The blanket was up there. Someone took the blanket, hid the blanket. So,
Blanket is behind a tree.
for character standpoint, so, so you're trying to find the blanket, right? So, you are making things so much more dramatic. Cray, roll.
Sleep, don't talk.
Cray, Nix, roll a perception check.
Okey-dokey.
19.
Mm-hmm. 15. Okay, so from that check, as Urthel now about to pack up her things and dart off, following the path, rejoin the path, you all notice a little corner of some kind of fabric behind a tree, a couple of trees behind you, near surprisingly, due to location standpoint, it's behind Marcus's tree where he is sleeping.
Nice. I like that.
Arthur, I think I see your blanket.
I completely ignore what she says and just walk off. I'm gone.
Okay, so Ethel is walking further and further away.
I want to get. I want to command Jeremy to pick up the blanket and like insert it himself and shoot it into.
Okay, roll a D, roll to hit, and I would said, yeah, roll to hit.
Okay. It's gonna be the 17 plus 3, 20.
Dirty 20, right?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As Jeremy finally picks up the thing with its pincers that a cannon surprisingly now has.
It has the background tail.
Oh,
Like, back tail.
the back tail. Using the back tail to scrunch up a blanket, insert it into itself, take aim, and then fire. A blanket projectile is now aiming towards you, Urthor, as it seems to unravel like a kind of a net and then covers your whole body entirely. What do you
I
do?
drop it on the ground and keep walking.
Okay, as you take off, you drop it, and then you walk off into darkness. So, as it stands, Marcus is passed down the tree. Blazor is a bit confused-ish, Nyx and Cray are on a tree, and Jeremy's just standing there in the middle. All of you a little bit confused. One of you passed out, one completely faceless. It now approaches the night time. Are you all going to finally sleep?
I don't have any work on
I
my own.
Okay, right. So, Ethel. Ethel, I will need you to jump into another Discord call for me, please.
Which one?
I'll drag you into another one. Unfortunately, guys, because of the series change of events... Actually... No. No, it should be okay. It should be okay. Right, so as you all go into sleep, Ethel is nowhere to be seen. You all seem to get into a rest. Everything seems okay, I would say. Who would be taking watch out of the group of 4? Minus Ethel, remember.
Well, looks like I will be, because they're in the tree and Max is asleep up because of the tree, isn't he?
I have a hammock.
I can take second shift if people.
Yeah, I'll wake you up.
Okay, so...
Because I haven't taken a shift yet, so might as well do my part right now.
Okay, as... I would say for the entire transition of waking up Marcus finally from his completely drool face, reeking of alcohol, face intent, trying to shake him awake. Your turn, and you all complete a long rest. For Ethel's sake, if she did go to sleep, or whatever she did, you have also taken a long rest. It's now morning, you've all woken up, with still no Ethel. And I would say it's now morning. What would you four like to do?
Head towards the sea.
I didn't know what just happened, so I'm asking everyone where the fuck Earth has gone off to.
Are we doing short
I'm
rest or
packing
long
up my
rest?
hammock.
Long rest. You all take a long rest.
Well, she,
Do you want me to deafen myself while I'm not there?
Yeah.
Someone stole her blanket, so when...
At least she thinks so.
Yeah.
Well, you two found it. Yeah.
Yeah, I found it. I saw it behind the tree actually near where you were sleeping, but I'm pretty sure you didn't take it. I'm pretty sure me and Cray didn't take it, because we were trying to get up the tree again. So I'm pretty sure, pretty sure we know who stole the fucking blanket. She got mad and she left. We
Okay,
tried
well,
to give it back to her, and she didn't pick it up. She just walked off. So I'm not sure what to do.
I'm just gonna give a very sarcastic slow clap to Blazel.
Why are you clapping me? I didn't do anything.
Oh, clearly you did. If I was passed out and those two were trying to climb a tree, you really pissed her off.
Well, I was just standing there.
Well, clearly not.
Maybe she dropped a blanket.
Like, yeah, no. How can you blame me when they would climb up a tree? Just because they would climb a tree doesn't mean they instantly know it's me.
Yeah, but it's
like if I'm just standing there. Yeah, but they're not, because they were climbing a tree, so they were too busy occupied on that. So how would they know?
Yeah, but if it's not them.
Yeah, but you weren't keeping tabs on where I was. So you wouldn't know where I was.
Because I was asleep, which means
No, I'm talking about
those two are
up in the tree because they were too busy trying to get each other in the tree.
Yeah, so it only leaves you, because you're the only one that wasn't actually doing anything.
But I didn't steal anything. I was minding my own business.
Well, evidence points to you, but I'll leave it there.
Can't prove anything anyway.
No, I can't, but I can believe that it was you.
You can believe what you like.
Okay. As you all
I think
delegate.
we should catch up to her.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, as you finally agree after some vigorous deduction skills by some of the group and through some interesting talks, you all rejoin and you come across the blanket that was fired at Earthfall last night.
Oh, we'd got Iront too.
Okay, so
Jeremy is definitely a
gone.
marvel of technology.
Yeah.
I'll pick the blanket up and put it in my pack for Earthall.
Okay, right. So you all continue off.
How far did we sleep just around where we were, or did we walk on a little bit?
You didn't actually say, but if you all agree, well, you most likely will, that you've decided to spend a few hours in the night traversing down that path and then took a break, I will allow it.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we were near the road or.
You were still roughly on the path. You just decided to just take a rest by the local tree line from the country road.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Take me home.
I've got to find a different word for that. As you all seem to continue on, it's pretty much just the same dirt road. Continuing on, you come across a couple of small little tracks, driftways that leads off to various buildings and areas as such. You all continue off. Is there anything you'd like to discuss or do anything before we continue?
I'm just heading off silently.
What
Yeah,
we
we
will
can all
say to Eartha when we find her?
Found your blanket.
I'm just gonna say again that it wasn't me, because I know it.
Call me on the counter. Wasn't me.
I even had her in a shower.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Okay, right. Back to the narrative. Alright. Continue. Next, continue.
No, that was it, wasn't it? You
I'm gonna,
just gonna say, wasn't
I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna give her my thoughts about who I think it is, because I'm pretty sure she didn't just lose it.
Hopefully she isn't that mad at us. Although she did try to, well, slash me a bit, now that I think about it.
We were all tired. Everything was taken in a disgusting direction. Stuff that happened shouldn't have happened. Let's move on. Let's go make up.
Yeah, we
with
lost
her.
the wolf. She dropped the blanket.
Stop talking to me about the bloody wolf, because I will have to kill some.
Oh, sorry, I have short-term memory loss. I forgot that you weren't happy about that.
God, boy.
My
Just
group,
try and
ladies
catch
and
the ball.
gentlemen, my fucking group. Okay. Alright. As you are delegating, still trying to make headway of what the fuck happened last night, you all continue
I'm
off.
starting to walk.
It would say around about mid-afternoon, you start to... Actually, no. Yeah, I would say about the early parts of the afternoon, you notice in the distance, with the sunlight making clear image of vast, high brick-like structures of towers housing and small little village clusters surrounding it, and this ginormous archway in the distance. You have come to the capital city of ZEKROZ.
How do you spell that?
It's the title of the stream.
Well, I can.
ZEKROZ.
Oh, even I was spelling it wrong.
I had written it wrong on the first time.
Okay. Okay, so as you all, are you just going to continue straight forward? Or are you going to do anything beforehand?
Can we see if there are any marks of Eartha passing through here? Because we still haven't found her.
Alright, you can attempt. Roll a survival check. Yes, this is finding footprints, so roll a survival check.
Hey, look.
I would say with a 12, the dirt road is heavily traversed. You have various different sets of animal footprints, human footprints, wheel marks. This is a very heavily used area. You seem
Should
to.
we all just try it? Can we all give it a go? Or can we do a collective one? And will the odds be better if we did?
Okay, I will allow it for this once, but next time you will need to like conversate beforehand. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. So you choose the one person that you want to do it, and then that one person will have advantage as you're all are aiding, ish.
I've got a +3 on survival.
Sorry,
I've
Nix.
got a +3.
Who has
Who has the best survival?
Survival. Okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to overtake you. I've got a +3. What have other people got?
I have a 2.
I have a 0.
0.
Alright,
So,
so if you're all agreeing to assist, then Blazel, roll
Yep.
for a survival with advantage, please.
Oh.
20.
20. Okay, so with a 20, you notice some large, not very large, but larger than normal size feet that seem to be of a heavy base. It may or may not be, but they seem to make a bigger indent than most of the other tracks. With a dirty 20, that is what you got.
Well, that's the best lead we've got. Let's follow that.
Okay, follow the tracks. The tracks lead straight forward.
Off we go. Anybody have any objections?
No. Let's go find her.
Okay.
Let's go.
As you...
By the way, who has the letter? Is it her or is it anyone else?
Cray, you actually had the letter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
Cray...
as pissed as she was, she might have gone on without us. Like to the place where we were supposed to be heading.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. So, as you all continue, it takes about another hour's walk. There is quite a distance, so you've probably got the gist. This place is bloody huge. You start to approach this shadowing archway. As you seem to draw in closer, there is a drawbridge, very wide across, with various different people of race, colour, creatures of sorts, going left, right. It is a busy junction. There is always things happening, with guards standing at each point, trying to make sure there is no chaos or no interruptions in this seem to be chaotic junction. As you start taking your first steps onto this drawbridge, you notice the sound of wood clashing and grinding against each other as you start to feel a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit tense, as you're now getting into a very, very populated environment. You seem to continue to walk through, all fine. Yes, Nix?
Do my girl have any problems in this place?
I would say you would be very you'd be very on edge, as most of these living beings. Yeah, you
Can I
seem.
summon Tesla so she can ride on the back? Because people are going to stay a little bit more away from a Drake than they are a very small, tiny person.
Okay.
Just to give her a bit of breathing room.
Okay, right. I'll allow that. Yeah, as you start to approach, you summon Tesla, and then Nix mounts Tesla.
I'm trying to hide behind his head, like I did with the old bear.
You got yourself down low, but I would say when you're about to approach a large group of people, all they're seeing is a very small humanoid just hugging very closely onto a drake.
Yeah.
You all seem to walk through. Everything seems to be okay. But then suddenly, as you start to get through the busy junction, nearly people bump into you shoulder to shoulder, as it's a massive cluster of people. You start to get into an opening, start to feel a little bit of breathers, like, oh, we made it through. Yira, halt! What do you do?
No, fuck.
Point at Cray. He's got a letter.
I say, what?
Letter. Give letter.
Stop.
No, it's our letter.
Stop. Hold still. Do not move. As you say that, two other guards approach from your other side, and then the person that was speaking to you then gets in front of you and then asks you this. What are you all doing here?
We're here to spend some money and some other boring stuff, but mostly money.
He looks at you with a little bit of caution, as looking at your clothes, your beaten attire, your face of recent drunkenness doesn't seem to be too, I would say, not too impressed. Well, not impressed, a bit too cautious.
Cray, sweet talk him. Go.
Oh, we've just been passing through. We're tourists. It's the first time we've ever here. And can you tell us if there is anything interesting that we can visit to expand our cultural horizons? Well, you seem like a man who's very wise about this town, as you seem to be in guard uniform.
Roll a persuasion check for me, please.
Can I roll my stealth check now?
You can attempt.
18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. Yeah. Whilst I'm discussing this with Craig, yeah, you can roll a stealth check.
It's a 24.
Okay, good to know. He responds to you don't look like you're from around here, are you?
No,
Yeah, that's
be around anywhere for too long.
He quickly looks
it's
at
the
you and
first
then
time
looks
I've
back.
ever here. We're all here the first time.
Okay. Well, when you are here, ZEKROZ, there is a few things to know. One, there is a curfew. If you are not into an inn or dorm or out of this city, out of these city walls by 10 p.m., you will be locked up in the stockade. That is immediate. No negotiations, no persuasions.
Sounds like fun.
Also, there is no fighting in these walls. Unless you're a part of the King's Guard, there is no way you're going to get anywhere when you start a fight. If you do, you're either killed or locked up in the stockade.
So we need a uniform, is that what you're saying?
We will not accept you in. As he quickly looks back to Crow.
I wasn't thinking about that, but carry on, yeah.
What brings you here?
The letter.
What should we?
What's the reason we
what?
got it?
Might I ask if you, by any chance, know where we can locate a fine establishment that is called Halbert's Guild?
Oh. You want to join that? Figures.
They do, I don't.
Oh fuck.
He looks back at you and is like, does he speak for the rest of the group? As he looks at you,
No, I
Craig.
don't.
He puts his hand towards you, Marcus. Just shut up.
He doesn't speak for all of us.
I would suggest get rid of him. He looks to be a liability.
Oh.
Right.
Very perceptive. Thanks for the advice.
I can hold my own when I bloody well need to.
As you all seem to be a little bit more calmer, he starts raising his hand. As he starts raising his hand and points over, you will need to hit the city square, take a left, and then you see a large dome building with the same symbol that you have on whatever that has brought you here. But move along. Move along.
Thank you so much. You were so helpful.
No lollygagging.
And I don't want to catch you being caught by one of my men again. Go.
Oh, we didn't do anything wrong. You approached us, but let's go, quick, run.
As he starts to
It's okay,
raise his eyebrows and look at you, you all run off. It's like, fucking tourists. As they seem to go back to their positions, you seem to have evaded the guards as you are now traversing through the busy city square of ZEKROZ. And at this point, at this point, you four will need to go. Actually, what are you four planning on doing before we
Shopping.
shopping?
Well,
Go shopping.
I do need some materials for my for some of my spells, and I was hoping to change out some of my equipment.
Okay.
That's so good. Well,
And but
well,
we could do that after we go to the guild thing.
Yeah,
wait, how much time have we spent traveling?
You approached the city gate and just got through at about 3, so it's getting to about 4, 5 o'clock.
We should also try and get somewhere to sleep then.
How much time do we have on the letter? I mean, until it disintegrates.
You haven't got long. I will say you haven't got long.
Let's go to the guild thing first.
You do that, I'll go shopping.
I agree.
You need to go wet.
Okay.
I
Said
never
everyone.
agreed. I never agreed to joining this fucking squad of superheroes or whatever the fuck. I just want to shop. I'll meet up with you afterwards.
Okay. All right.
Alright, James.
Just put my name in there if you must.
Shall we try to find Arthur as well?
Well, I mean, I was gonna shop, and then if I saw her, I'd say hi.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll shop.
Hello.
All right. As you four about to discuss on where you're going and where you're taking off, I will need you four to deafen and mute yourselves.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nope. Nope.
Cray? Deafen? Thank you. Airfall. Oh crap, he can't hear me. Airfall, can you hear me? Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us. We're just getting one of our group members back on.
Hello.
Ah, Airfall. Okay,
Sorry, I
so
wasn't on my PC.
that's fine. Right, so
Am I at the
as
city yet?
all right, we're gonna do your version now, as you split off from the group. Okay. So as you woke up a bit further into the walk after you seem to have calmed down a bit, a little bit angered and pissed off, you continue on the same path that they took before. After you, you approach the city gates. Seem to be nothing wrong.
Do I get to the city gates first?
Yes, you do.
I want to warn them that there's a thief among the four. I give them the descriptions and tell them to not let them in.
Okay.
Or are they already in the city?
They're already in. They're already in. They're already in.
All right.
But
I'll go
but I will
to
but I will
whoever-
but don't worry. If you still want to continue with that action, I will still allow it in.
I'll warn them, but I won't tell them to not let them in. And then I'll ask if I can go and speak to whoever the head of the authorities of the place is. I want to go and speak to them.
Okay. Right. So you hear this person, this member of the guard, looks at you and is like, "Okay, all right. Thanks for letting us know." And you say you want to go for the head of the authorities?
Yeah.
Okay. The head of authorities. He points you to his watch commander, which is his higher up. He gets into your attention. Hello. What's the
I'll
matter?
just explain what's happened, and I request that they be arrested.
What have they stolen?
My bedroll.
Hold on a second. You have requested the King's Guard to arrest a group of random individuals for stealing a bedroll. He looks
It's
at you
not
in confusion.
Just about my bedroll. It's about the fact that I'm quite convinced that more than one of them are thieves, and I'm pretty convinced that they might start stealing stuff from your city.
All this based around a bedroll.
No, I've been traveling with them for a few days now, and the gnome, everything she has done has pointed towards her being a thief, and everyone seems to be okay with this. And like I say, my bedroll got stolen from one of them. I think they may be a group together, and they may try and steal stuff from your city.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you for enlightening us on a potential threat. As he walks away from you, starts to signal some of his watchmen to pass out this information. What are you doing now?
What can I see in the city in front of me?
What you see after you've been redirected to the watchtower, to where the watch commander is, you see various buildings, smaller buildings, little towers. There is, in the far distance, you can see a large towered castle. I would say.
Is there like a church or anything?
There is various religious structures around the place.
Can I start heading towards one of those?
Okay. You approach one. This one has a symbol of 2 leaves. I believe it's 2 leaves. Hold on, I gotta check on that. It's a symbol of No. This one's got a symbol of a dragon's head in a silver circle. That is clearly on the top of this massive doorway leading in. There is people walking in and out with long whitish bluish robes.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
With a dragon's head in a silver circle. I might as well just go in and just start praying, I guess.
Okay, you go in, there is this vast open hallway, very white and glistening. There is various people doing their small little chantras and people blessing themselves. Some in the far to your left, you see a small little doorway, small little archway, and through there you see some steam and a few people with small bathrobes around their waist. And it seems that there is an open spa. And a bit more further forward, there is a various altar with a large silver dragon statue. Seems to be like with open hand, bowing a bit forward, but still towering the group of people that are kneeling, praying to this statue.
Yeah.
You're going to go there and pray, okay? As you continue praying, is there anything you want to specifically say?
Just the same as usual, just ask if someone's willing to answer me.
Okay. As soon as you finish, in this little warm area, you start to feel a chill. But this chill is not on your neck this time. This chill feels like a handprint, penetrating your armor and seems to be touching the inner skin where your heart is. And it feels really cold, sharp cold. And your body seems to warm up straight after.
Is that everything?
Yes, that is everything. I would say this would be around about the same time that the group would have caught up to the city gates. Where would you?
I'll just head back outside and into the main walkway.
So you reach a warm walkway. Are you going? Where are you going now? Where do you want to do? What do you want to actually do?
If you want, you can go back to them now, and as they come in the gate, I can be then walking out into the main walkway, if you like, or whatever.
Okay, we'll do.
I'll try not to kill anyone.
All right. So, repeat. Deafen.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
All right. Rest of the group, unmute yourselves. Undeafen. Undasher. Undancer.
Hello.
I can hear. So I've just been taking some notes.
Okay, that is fine. Cray.
And
You'll.
Okay. All right.
sorry, as the BRB, I got a quick call from my friend. She went to the hospital again the other day, so
Oh, that's
Check
hope.
up.
Hope your friend gets better.
yeah, she was check up.
Okay. Right. So, you, after just now speaking with the guard, you are continue on. You have decided to now go and do shopping. As you start walking down to City Square, the pathway to your left, you seem to see in your perception a large, stocky female half-orc wrapped in heavy armor with long, curling black hair reaching down over to her over his shoulders. Hudster. Unmute yourself.
She muted herself.
She did.
She deafened herself as well.
Hold on.
Did it work as clean as you hoped?
Don't worry.
Who goes there?
All two goes there. As you all seem to have now bumped back into each other on this hallway heading towards the city square, you've bumped into Earthfall.
Good day.
Well, hello there.
Let me guess. Who
Oh,
was it?
someone
that-
disappeared.
It's Marcus, don't worry, you'll be back in a bit.
who,
It's either a blue
who
screen of
brought
death
this-
or internet.
Who brought her blanket? Was that
I
Booper?
think Marcus has got it.
Oh,
Sure, wait
Damn
for
it.
him to get back. There he is.
Oh yeah.
Marcus, your bike is still bastard.
Sorry. My internet died as soon as I unmuted and undeafened myself. Fucking hell.
Marcus, do you have her blanket?
I do, yes. I shall pass it to her.
I reject it.
I shall keep it.
Oh, come on.
Well, I'll keep hold of it. If you want to grow up. Oh, shit. Slip of the tongue. I didn't. I actually didn't mean to say that. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Okay.
Wow, if I can legally
have
say
it
your
back
first
later.
name, I would have actually do it, man. Jesus, that was bad.
Oh my god.
I don't know where the fuck that came from.
From your intelligence. Jesus.
Oh my god. Okay. You can have it back when you want it back. If you want it back later. That is what I meant to say. That is what I said.
Do you want me to buy you a new one?
No.
Are you sure?
I want to know who stole it.
I can give you my deduction of it if you want.
It's not about the item. It's about the act.
Well, I know I didn't steal it. I know Cray was next to me, trying to get up the tree.
Hey, you're a poet and you
Marcus
didn't know
was
it.
sleeping. That leaves only one person. If that person wants to come clean, that's a different question.
I turned to Blazer and asked it if it was him.
If you're asking me if I stole it, no. But I did take it as a prank and hide it behind a tree.
So you were the one that stole it?
I didn't steal it. There was no intention of me keeping it for my own gain. It was just purely for a practical joke.
The only one in the group I fully trusted.
But you never asked me if I was the one who took it as a prank. I mean, you asked me now, and I'm admitting that I was the one who was playing a prank on you. That kind of turned south, but...
Okay, we can all agree that this was a prank that went south. Let's just
Let's go see what they
forget
want
about it.
write this letter, and then I'll never see you all again.
That
Okay.
seems a bit extreme.
Okay. Alright, so you're all heading off to the guild?
Yes.
Well, I want to
Yeah.
go shopping. Fuck all these losers.
You want to go shopping? Okay.
They
Alright.
can put my name in. That's all I'm offering.
Alright, as you start to approach the open city square, where in this middle area there is a large water fountain, and surrounded by it are these various series of markets and stalls. Some seem to be instantly built from an open hatch from a wagon, others seems to have been there for ages, and selling various fresh goods, fruit, bakery, fish, whatever you feel like they have, they probably would have it, and it seems to open off into various different areas with various roads, various signs of taverns, inns, restaurants, various shops.
I like how you said taverns first.
Various shops and that. From the instructions, you see as you start to approach the city square itself, the inner structure, you notice from a distance there is a larger than normal sized domed building in the distance, leading to your left. You want to go do shopping, Marcus. What do you specifically want to do shopping first?
It was a pet.
I want to see if I can find a pet store. Whether it's a battle pet or not, at this point I just want a pet, a permanent pet that I don't have to summon every 2 seconds.
Okay. Alright, as you start to venture off into this, the rest of you are going to the Adventures Guild, the guild?
I'm going
Yeah.
straight there, yeah.
Okay.
What about a pet rock, Marcus? Would that do?
No, because it's not a living being. I want an animal. Something I can connect with.
You can connect with a rock.
Not in the same way.
Okay. As you all seem to continue off, Marcus, you notice Tesla is walking away from you as Nyx is still on there.
I can jump down if you need him back.
I mean, I don't know how long. I wasn't keeping track of time of how long it's been out.
It's
So
not been
you
that
can
long.
keep it?
It's not been that long.
Okay. You can keep it. I'll meet up with both of you after I've done shopping and you've done your stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
After 60 feet, I believe the Drake's got only a range, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
Yeah. I think it's after 60 feet, the Drake vanishes.
Please tell me I don't fall flat on my butt so people notice that.
We'll get you to that.
Well, it only says the Drake is. Wait, fuck. Wrong thing. Where am I? I just saw it. It remains for 2.
Yeah, but there is.
Yeah, it remains for 2 hours until it is reduced to 0 hit points, and there's nothing else about that.
Okay, alright. Okay, so for this, the Drake still stands. The Drake continues off. Nick's on tow. As you all seem to splinter off to the guild. Marcus, as
Hello.
you seem to start walking off, a typical human girl, averaging mid-20s, seem to have just accidentally just bump into your shoulder, and she goes, "Oh, excuse me." As she quickly looks at you, then she walks off in the distance.
Fantastic. I shout sorry and then carry on my way.
Okay, you carry on your way. Good to know. As the rest of you continue off, you start approaching this large dome building with the symbol of the Halberds Guild.
My girl is still a little on edge because it's a big city and it's light, not many shadows.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very big city. As you seem to get through these crowds of people getting towards it, you start to notice people of certain individual figure and stature. You start seeing various different species of creatures, humanoids, various different looks alike. You start to notice a singular minotaur walk up with an axe, large double-handed axe strapped to its back, seems to walk into the guild a little bit too big for its liking, still tries to crouch in, and you notice other various exotic creatures walking in and out. Some of you probably might have got the gist. Yeah, this is where we need to be. As you walk up these series of steps into the Halberds Guild, you walk in, it is busy time. There is long, large dining tables, various benches, running parallel across this large thing. It's kind of like in Hogwarts where all these long tables are. It is pretty much the same without floating candles. It is this large open hall with loads of people, various sizes, ages, and they are either being jolly or having fun or seem to be looking at this vast open large board, looking at these pieces of dragged parchment, and then you see this large desk kiosk right at the back that says admissions in basic common, and it seems to be some magic inscription that seems to be changing the language into ones that once changed to Orc, then to Sylvan, then to Gnome, then to Elvish, and it seems to be cycling all these various different languages. Some that you do know, some that you don't know.
I'm guessing we're going over there.
As I was going to say, what are you going to do, Vinya?
I guess.
I think that's where we're supposed to go. Yeah, let's head over there.
Okay. Right.
Is there like a receptionist?
You walk up. Yeah, there is this tieflin, this red tieflin girl, sitting at this kiosk desk, just dealing with various different patrons. It's like, you want to search that, brings out a bag of coins, says, there you go, and then does the same to the others and handing out parchments. Like, it is a busy area. She notices you, and it's like, yes, what can I do you for? And welcome to the Halberds Guild.
Can I make Tesla go up on 2 and so that I can look up on the desk? Because I'm not sure he's that big, but I know I'm not.
Okay. So you are removing your stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no guards here, is there?
Not that you know of. As
I have my cloak up, and I have a bandana covering most of my face, and my hair the rest.
Okay, as you command Tesla to, like, as a pet, just, like, reach up to a larger surface, trying to get ahead to reach around you. As an extension, just leap over with your fully covered face and cloaked attire. You look over,
There's a
looking at Cray.
hello. We've received a letter. I take it out and I hand it to her. And we were told that we should speak to somebody in here about it.
Okay, let's have a look at that letter. And she puts her hand out to you.
And I give you it.
Okay, give her the letter. She opens it. Then the tip of her finger starts to illuminate a different color, and just does a small little wave around the piece of parchment. The letters come in, saying, and then she reads it out, and then she reads it. Ah, interesting. Please hold. As she steps out from her stool, leaves you for a second with the letter. She comes back and then sits back down in a position. About a minute or two later, then this very long, tall person comes up to you. It's like, hello, I see that you have received an invitation. How can I help you?
Help us, please. We just received a letter from a lovely gentleman in a town nearby, and
Call him lovely, but that's just
true.
mumble.
Okay.
Sitting back on Tesla.
Okay, as you reposition yourself back on Tessa, he responds, "That's very odd. People that receive this is an invitation to join the Halberds Guild."
Oh.
You
How do we
only
do that?
well, obviously you receive this invitation after you've seemed to have impressed a recruiter for the Halberds Guild. Normally we don't take recruitments at this time of season. Normally it's the start of the winter season or the summer season. It's quite unusual. Well, if you would like to apply, minimum for people to join is 500 gold pieces for the application, and you need to have at least 4. Usually have to have at least 4 to 5 members to start a group, and you need to complete a set of missions assigned to you by your adjudicator, which will be me. And as soon as you become successful on those missions, you'll be. I got a dry mouth. After you become successful with those series of missions, you will then be given more higher rewarding, and the more you do, the more adventures you go on, the more money pretty much you bring back. You perhaps win very rare lucrative items. You never know. The application process won't take long, but I will need a blood signature from each and every member of your group on this specific parchment, and he then goes over to the desk and signals the lady to bring over a very detailed, very intricate scroll with heavy ink and gold detail throughout, as it seems to be some form of a agreed contract.
One of the members isn't here with us, and the price, is that per person or per group?
That is for the whole group, 500 gold. And by doing this, you agree to represent the Halberds Guild in every action you take, every dealings you make outside these walls, and any shortcomings that does come upon you, I'm afraid that does mean that you have disavowed any acknowledgement of being a part of the Halberds Guild. But doing
What
so...
about thieves?
Thieves?
Yeah.
What are you on
we have
about
a thief in the
thieves?
group.
There's a thief in your group.
Yeah. No, I turned to look at Blazer.
Is
I
this
ain't no thief.
is this true?
I ain't no thief.
He stole from me just yesterday.
Then why are you still with him?
I wanted to see what this was all about.
Okay, well, you haven't agreed to become a group yet, so you can decide.
I don't think I will.
Okay. As you, it's up to you where you decide. If you make a decision, come back with the 500 gold as he wraps up the contract again and then seals the end, brings it back to Lady. If that's all, then unfortunately there's nothing else we can do.
Alright, see you later. And then I'll walk out.
Okay.
A person from the previous town told us that this invitation would basically disintegrate after 3 days, and we did detect a magical aura on it, so I assume that's true. But now that we've arrived here and we did present the invitation to you, do we have a specific amount of time to decide to partake in Halberds Guild, or
normally no, but the letter that you're referring to, there is no such spell. I don't know what you're talking about. There is no such thing of a time disintegration spell. I'm a highly valued spell user myself, and I've never come across this atrocious thing on a piece of parchment. We only conceal the ink just so it protects us from any potential information being leaked if it was a vital piece of importance. The fact that someone's put some invisible incantation on the lettering of this letter that you received, this person, whoever was playing with you. Quite a lot.
Thank you. That's very curious. So, do we have time to decide and talk over with everybody before signing the contract?
Yeah. Take as much time as you want.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Anything else we need to know before we go?
I don't know. What do you want to know? I can help as much as I can, but it is getting close to me that I want to go back to my chambers, so...
Sorry, then I won't bother you anymore. Thanks for your time.
Surely. As he turns his back to you and then walks off, then you start to notice that Urthel's just now left the room, as you all seem to have turned back and see Urthel's left you once again. As you three are now contemplating of where you're going next, Marcus, unmute yourself. Marcus. Hold on, is he getting the blue screen of death again? Marcus.
Hello?
Oh, he's here.
Hello? Okay. My headset wasn't working for some reason.
Okay. Alright, so as we left off, you were, after you just bumped into this lady, You continue on doing shopping. Unfortunately, the pet shop that you are referring to
He's no good.
is actually closed for today.
You're right.
Well, that's good to know, but there's something I'd like to do as the solo thing, if that's okay. Like, without everyone else knowing, because it's a backstory thing.
Okay, right. Don't say anything. Don't hit. Just okay. Blaze or Cray, Nyx. After being told what's happening, as you see Earthfall now walk off, what are you guys doing?
I think it would be good if we find some place to sleep, or we can do the shopping now. What is?
It's
I guess
late.
we
It's
didn't
late in the
spend much-
afternoon, about 5-6. Places are starting to shut up for the day.
We should find a place to rest for the night, I think.
I agree. I've been sleeping on
Yeah,
the
why not?
dirt and trees for the last few days. I need a proper giant chamber.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to text him.
Are we not deafening ourselves?
No, not on this part.
Oh.
What are you doing, Earthfall, as you've walked off again?
I'm gonna go chill in that spa.
Okay, you return to the temple and decide to spend a couple hours in there chilling in the spa. You will need to now deafen and mute yourself. You three, you go off. You come across the series of inns and taverns. There is one that seems to be quite of the busier side, which is called the which has a large sign with seems to be of a lotus flower with a crescent moon resting on it, called the Blooming Moon. It seems to be quite busy. There's a lot of loud noise and music, but it does say accommodation within.
I think we try this establishment. See, maybe they offer good rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Seems a little busy
Go,
for
Laika.
me, though.
Okay. So as you
I could just meet up with you guys tomorrow.
Where will we meet up?
Outside here.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
okay,
I'm gonna look at some of the other places.
all right, you go off. So Blazel, Cray, are you gonna be here tonight?
I would like. Yeah, I want to go into the house and just ask if they rent any rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Individual or shared?
Not bothered.
Okay.
Individual.
Okay, right. So for 2 individual rooms, that'll be 2 silver pieces for the night.
I'll get these, Cray, don't worry.
Okay.
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 All right. So
Right.
one of the bartenders just says, "Yep, sure. Go upstairs." Hands you 2 keys. You go off. Nyx, I will get with you in just a sec. Marcus.
Hello.
Sorry, no, because you want to do a private one.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone's doing separate things. I'm really improvising. Nyx.
Yes.
Where are you looking? What are you looking for?
But just something a little bit more quiet.
Okay.
A little
Alright.
bit hidden, away from potential guards and such.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling.
Okay. Right. So, as you stumble apart, as you start to look down this pathway. At this time, Tessa's gone. Tessa's now vanished. It's been well over 2 hours.
I figured.
As you walk all by yourself in this very large, very busy area, you seem to steep off the beaten track and you start to look for a place to sleep. And then suddenly you hear a, "Excuse me," coming from behind you. What do you do?
I ask, yes, can I help you?
He says, "Would you mind taking off your cloak?"
Not at all.
Okay. "Would you mind removing your bandana, please?"
Is there a problem?
"Would you
I
just
lift it.
please remove your banner?"
I lift it up.
Okay. By chance, have you walked? Have you just come into the city recently?
Yes, I came with my party.
Tell me, is this party a drunken human with black hair, a two-colored eye wood elf, and a high elf with blue color hair attire?
It might be. Why?
As he does that, he instantly attempts to grab you, and doing so brings out in his other hand a set of chains. It's like, "Come here.
Why?
We've had reports that you were thieves." As of doing
I'm
so,
not a thief, sir.
binds you in chains. And now says, "You're coming to the stockade."
Oh, okay. I'm not a thief, though.
Okay, as he drags you away, with pretty much no resistance, signals off to other men. "I found one of them." At this point, I'm afraid you're going to have to mute and deafen yourself. Now, Blazor, Cray, I need you to both mute and deafen yourself. Or just leave.
Cray. How's that work? Oh, there, okay.
Alright. Okay, so, Pooper, Marcus, you now have got...
I would very much like to find a church or a temple of some sort, because I have some praying, some venting to do.
Okay. You stumble upon this temple. Very large archway with a diamond head, a silver dragon head, right in the circle. Seems to be quiet, but the candlelight seems to be illuminating an entrance in.
I'd like to go in.
Okay, as you walk in, there is a it's a large, wide hallway. To the left, there is some steam. There seems that people are walking in and out with a towel wrapped around their waist, and it seems that is a very hot spa. Across to you, right at the back, you see a large praying silver dragon with people kneeling over and praying.
Is there one? I don't know what they call it, but you know where you go in a box and then you sit in one box and then there's like a priest in another box that talks to you. Is there one of those around?
Yes, there is. There is a as soon as you start entering into where the people pray, you notice there is a set of a small wooden box with two various doors. One seems to be open, one is not.
I'd go into the open one.
Okay, go into the open one. There's a seems to be a small little wooden chair, and lots of vinyl crossed etches on both sides of the wall. So you go inside, you close the door, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, you close the door. As soon as you sit down and you get in position, a voice appears from you from the side. Praise be, child. What is your confession?
Well, I don't have a confession as such, but I just needed someone I didn't know, someone that I probably would never meet again, just someone just to hopefully get some answers. I've been having dreams of a past of my mother, or I'd assume my mother. I haven't got close enough, but every time I get closer, it just seems to end and I wake up. It's from what I'm thinking from my past, it's my mother, because my village was raided, and my mother unfortunately passed during this. And I've been having constant dreams about this, and I don't know what to do. I'm trying to keep it away from my party. I'd rather not reveal this information. Do you have any answers for me?
Sometimes dreams and memories come to us as we least expect it. Sometimes it is telling us that something is happening, that is revealing the truth of horrors that have been in the past. Others just of pure coincidence. Unfortunately, the only way you'll be able to truly know is that you ask the Great Platinum Dragon for your guidance.
Where do I find this? Is this an actual being, or am I talking to a statue? Because I don't 100% believe in all this praying mumbo jumbo. I just need some answers.
Belief or not belief, if you're willing to take the leap and to establish a connection, if your heart is true and your mind is just, a connection will be made. Perhaps it's not the Platinum Dragon you seek, perhaps it's another form of the Great Divine that can assist you, perhaps through magic, through medicine, or even through consultation. But if you ever wish to come back to bestow upon the Platinum Dragon's great holiness, we are always have open doors for you.
Thank you for your time. Hopefully I may find my answers, but if not, I might have to come back and talk to this Platinum Dragon to get some answers. Thank you for your time.
As Dragathi will.
Yes. Bye. I shall leave now and
Okay,
try and find an inn.
As you stumble upon this... Hold on. Phone.
Oh.
Fuck.
Okay.
As you stumble upon this, you seem to notice a quite relaxed, quite
Hello.
partially sweaty Earthor leaving the spa area of the temple where you've just now done your discussions. And you seem to have bumped into each other. Earthor, as you've just now started to leave the spa area, it is getting to the dark time, and you notice on your left you see Marcus just walking towards you.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't really want to speak to him. He's part of the group. I want to start looking for an inn, I guess.
Is that the same for you, Marcus?
Well, I don't want anyone to know that I've been here, and I don't want anybody theorizing what I was doing here. So I'll just try and leave as quickly as possible without gaining too much attention from Earthel.
Okay, so you two seem to be a little bit rash. You seem to go in a similar direction, leading to the areas where all the taverns and inns reside. You both, with a distance between you, you both come across a very busy tavern with a sign of a blooming lily with a crescent moon resting on it, which is called which the sign says in common, the blooming moon. And it says on the side, there's a little other sign dangling from it, accommodation within.
I'll go in and see if they've got any more rooms.
Yeah, I'll rent a room.
Okay, so you both go in. You both go in, and there you go and ask the bartender. It is extremely busy. There's a lot of people getting drunk. There is live music in the distance. The bar is very busy. Fish pouring out drinks practically endlessly. You manage to finally flag down a human female bartender. Seems a little bit exhausted as it's getting really busy part of the night. Yes, what can I do you two for?
Like a room,
I'd
please.
like a room.
Okay, together or
No.
Oh, okay.
are you
Well,
sure?
let's
You
do
two
it.
look like you are.
No.
Really? Okay. You two seem to like you really know each other. Are you sure you don't want a big room?
Oh, well. She
I
likes
thought
to
we were
deny it, but we both know we have a thing going.
Okay. All right. So as she brings out two keys, it'll be two silver pieces for tonight.
Sure thing, ma'am.
Okay. Hands you both the keys. You go off to the stairway leading past the bar, heading upstairs.
Whoa,
You both find
not
your
me.
you both find your rooms.
I'm not going to my room yet. There's a tavern, there's drinks. I want to drink before I go to sleep. I'm
Okay.
going to have a couple of drinks.
Okay. Earthel, are you staying or are you going?
I'll go to bed.
Okay, you go up to bed, you find a room pretty much fine, you do your rituals, you get ready to go for a sleep. It's been a very... After you've had a time at the spa, you seem to be feeling a little bit more relaxed, but it's still a bit tense. Marcus, you, I would say, through the course of the night, I'm just going to speed run through this part. Through the course of the night, you got extremely drunk, considering you already took a bottle of mead with you. You've expended another 15 gold pieces through the course of the night. You managed
15 gold, fucking hell. I
You
got mad.
You seem to have fully released all rain, and you got yourself absolutely intoxicated. You got up into your room eventually. Through the early hours of the morning, you're completely passed out drunk, and you're pretty snoring off. That is the day, the night. You've all gone into accommodation. It's now morning. Blazel, Cray, unmute yourselves, please.
Well, they're deaf and tooth, I won't be able to hear you.
You mute. Poopa, I need you to mute.
Me? Okay.
You're still drunk.
Told you I had a feeling.
Blazel. Blazel. Okay, right. We'll have to continue on. No, is there? Unmute, you numbnut. You got an unmoot. Moot. Just do it. Come on, Blazer. Stop trolling.
Hey.
Okay, alright. Right. Nyx, at this point in time, you've woken up. You are in a damp, smelly cage somewhere you do not know. I'm sorry. For the rest of you, Blazor, Cray, Earthor, you all seem to bump into each other when you walk down the stairs. With sudden surprise, as like,
Hello.
Wow. Hello.
Long
Very
time
interesting to
no
meet you here.
Did you have
How
fun day
did you
yesterday?
Didn't do anything. Couldn't do anything. It was so late. How was yours?
You for well, mine was alright. We just went to bed, didn't we? Had an
Very
uninteresting night. What about you, for?
Again, just completely ignore you.
Fair enough. I was
Well,
going to put it out there, but the whole blanket thing was a joke, and me being honest about it was just to show that it was a joke. But if you want to be like that, then that's up to you. I mean, I did try it when we were at the inn, when we first met with a key as a joke. I threw water over markers as a joke. Just trying to put some fun to get to know each other. But, you know, if you're going to be like this, don't worry about it.
okay. As you separate yourselves, as you go and tuck into the breakfast provided in the tavern, with a little bit of, not hostility, but a little bit of cold shoulder behavior from Earthor to the rest of the group. Earthor, you notice Marcus has not come down. And in fact, there is no heavy snoring from up top. Hold that thought. Blazor, Cray, you notice that it's been a while. Nyx has nowhere to be seen.
That's weird.
Jinx.
We agreed to meet
Say the same thing every
afterwards.
time. Oh yeah.
Two
Yeah,
hours.
it is, to be
Just
fair. That's telepathic. Was it telepathy? I can't. think of the word.
Telepathy. Yes, you are
There
right.
we go. You got it.
magic spooky shit.
Yeah.
Well, we did agree to meet in the morning outside.
Okay.
Perhaps we should go outside and see if she's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you start to be a bit concerned of where the whereabouts Earthor,
I'm looking for food.
you're looking for food. Okay.
Can
Food's
I go up to
food.
Earthor and ask if she's seen Nyx or Marcus?
Yep, can do.
Again, I couldn't give a shit. So I just carry on with what I'm doing.
But you might not give a shit. But I give a shit about Marcus, and I want to know what's happened to him.
I don't talk to thieves.
Well, I'm not a thief, but fine.
Okay.
Well, it appears that we need to be a bit more cooperative. Let's try to somehow mend this.
Ain't gonna happen because she.
We were all in the wrong, and let's be friendly again. I don't want you to bicker between each other. It's a simple misunderstanding.
There's obviously nothing that I can do to right whatever wrong I've obviously done. Well, I didn't phrase it right. There's probably nothing I could do to right the wrong that I was trying to make a practical joke that went wrong, which I do apologise for.
Okay. As you three are trying to, well, you two trying to communicate and regain some form of trust with Earthfall, two guards seem to just walk in and then sit on the, get to the bar side and communicates with the bartender that seems to be working the day shift. And they start into a conversation. She goes, so you've had a busy night then? It's like, oh, well, it's not too bad, not too bad. How about you? Well, I did arrest a small little girlish gnome yesterday. Yeah. Well, she didn't put up much of a fight. She kept saying she wasn't a thief, but someone told us that there was a thief in this group, and, well, we arrested her.
I turn to them and say, so you've questioned them and you didn't arrest them all?
And they look back and it's like, excuse me, who are you?
I'm the one that reported the crime. I told you they were all thieves.
Well, we arrested a thief. That you apparently.
Well, you didn't arrest them all, did you?
So, are you saying there are... You know the whereabouts of the rest of them?
Yeah, they're in the room with us.
I walk out.
As you walk out...
I'm hiding behind cover, so I'm in sneak.
You didn't roll a stealth check at time.
Well, I'll do
You
stuff
did.
now then.
You can't now. They already saw you in their eyes.
He's now leaving, so I'll leave with him then.
Okay, as you all start to try and leave, there is two more soldiers sitting outside, and they look at you with a little bit of confusion.
I tell them, good morning, gentlemen.
You need to roll you both need to roll a persuasion check.
Oh, God.
Do we get advantage?
No.
There's two of us, and we're
No.
working together?
Separate people, separate rolls.
Oh,
Shit. We're working together.
No advantage.
For fuck's sake.
Ah.
7.
At this time, they look at both each other. Don't they fit the description of the notice from yesterday? They reach out and grab you, and then put you both in chains. Are you?
I wanna try and get out before they grab me.
Okay, you will both need to roll a strength check to escape their grapple.
14.
9.
Almost had a perfect 20 then as well.
Okay, Blazer, you struggle. Cray, with your strength, you seem to not shake their muscular build, and they seem to put one cufflink around you, and then they go to the other side to grab another. Blazer, you're resisting, and the one that's trying to apprehend you is like, "Halt! Stop struggling. Do not resist."
Fuck off.
As it,
did he put a cuff on me?
Can I use
yes,
one
one of
of them?
them.
Can I
Jeremy?
grab the...
Jeremy?
I'll save him for later. I have an idea. I want to grab the chain or the shackle that he put on me and cast acid splash to melt it.
Okay. Roll for the damage.
2.
Alright, with that acid splash, you start to feel a little bit of burn coming from the acid. It seems to corrode the top layer of this chain, but it seemed to be quite durable, and it seemed to still resist some of the burning acid, and the rest of it seems to drip off. And as it notices, it's like, "We need backup here!" And then 2 more guards from each side come in, and then the 2 from inside comes out from behind you.
Don't I get to do anything?
Yeah, you get to
while
do
he's doing
something,
the acid?
but the acid splash has triggered an event, so
Yeah, but alright. Cool.
so you get to do something. What would you like to do?
I take attacking these guards would not be a favourable decision. What about sleight of hand to get out of his grasp?
You're not in his grasp. You contested strength, so you're technically like fighting hands with each other, but you've not got no room to escape now.
I say to them, you're attacking Fastra's family member. Whoever touches me now will have a death sentence in 10 days.
They seem to stop with their grip, and they're like, the person from inside that walks out seems to have a mark and sigil on the chest, on the left side of the chest plate, and goes, "If you're true what you say you are, prove it, before I bind you and send you to the stockade."
Oh, I never actually know. I pull off my cloak and reveal the binder on my top coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's the specific shape of the family.
They look back at each other with a little bit of confusion. It's like, release the restraints. Release him! God damn you, release him! I'm so sorry, Lord Festrus.
Thank you. Perhaps we can talk over this, because there's clearly a misunderstanding, and I really didn't want to pull this, but I feel like being inside the city walls will be dangerous for us until we get this confusion over with.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, but your description matches the group. Your description matches a report that we got about a group of thieves entering in, trying to threaten the king's crown. And we don't know. Our watchtower commander told us, and we've just acted out on instinct. We already arrested this gnome girl last night. Seems to have scoping out a place. She was adamant that she wasn't stealing anything, and she had this weird little lizard thingy in one of her pouches when we searched her.
There was clearly something wrong. Are you certain that whatever report has come in is truthful?
We have to take every response as a potential threat. If it's true or not, unfortunately, that has to be delegated through the warden through a later time.
Right. Then, we shall deal with this matter. Where are you holding the gnome lady you've captured? Perhaps if we all talk together, we'll be able to understand what happened.
We've sent her to the Western Stockade.
Would you be willing to escort us there?
Well, certainly. I will assign two of my men. There was four. We've arrested Gnome Girl, and you two are. Where's the fourth one? Where's that drunken-looking guy with black hair?
Well, Blazer, have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen him. Not a clue.
Neither did I. Sadly, here we can't help you. Yeah, we were the only three in this place. Sadly, we can't help you on that account, but I'm sure he'll turn up someday.
Okay.
Probably in a drunken state, but...
Alright, as he assigns his two men, you two, take these to the Western Stockade and make sure nothing happens to him. He is a lord. If anything happens, it's your necks. Go. And as these two little younger looking guards, a little bit of haste, just like stumbles themselves and then starts saying, "Right this way, my lord," and escorts you two off. the two soldiers go back in and then speaks to you, Earthfall. Have you seen the fourth one? This drunken man?
Saw him last night. I haven't seen him since.
See him last night? Do you know where he went?
No idea.
As he says, oh, you're talking about that drunk guy in 118. He's upstairs. And it's like, have you got a key? She hands him a key. And those two walk upstairs. 2 minutes later. 3 minutes later. 5 minutes later, they come down. There is no sign of him. The bed seems to be untouched, but the window's wide open. As he hands the keys off, and they walk back out to the open. Therefore, you're just there eating on the table, whilst all the soldiers starts to leave off in the same direction as the rest of you went. We are going to end on that for tonight's session.
You're throwing a spanner in the works there.
Oh my god.
I know.
Prayers revealed himself as a lord now.
Oh god.
Modern's face is absolutely blown. Yeah. So, Nix and Marcus, when you return next session, you'll both need to be muted and deafened until notice, and I will send you private DMs when you get to rejoin. And the rest of you, we will catch up at normal time. Actually, no.
All right.
Same as Earthfall. Earthfall will be deafened and muted. Or when we return next session at 7 p.m. Fucking spicy episode, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
This went from 0 to 100 so quickly. I'm still shell shocked.
Well, that's what you get.
Are you off stream now?
No, I'm just about to the end. All right, give me a sec. All right, so thank you everybody so much for watching. A bit of a chaotic episode as normal. So if you are watching this on YouTube, if you do like what you see, make sure you subscribe and send as much crazy mad love as you can possible on all of our other socials. So from all of us to you, we love you very much. Stay safe, stay crazy, and what will we bloody do next? We will catch you all next week. Bye bye.